New Bear Walker skateboards? Bidoof makes its last stand? New Re-ment figures are coming? It's been a really good week to be a Pokemon fan. Welcome back to the channel, Pokemaniacs. It has been a minute since we've had a jam-packed week like this. We've got lots to cover, cool stuff. I'm excited about it. Hopefully you are too. So, kicking it off, let's actually talk about Pokemon tournaments. Pokemon, unfortunately, has been pulling back on in-person events lately. They recently just removed France, Denmark, Italy, Malta, and Spain from the championship circuit for the foreseeable future. This announcement does make me a little bit worried that the World Championships that are supposed to take place in London this August, they had to delay the last couple of years for some stuff going on in the world. So I don't know if we're gonna have World Championships this year. Hopefully we do. Hopefully things clear up and we can do it safely. I'll be here waiting to hear news on whether or not it's going to officially happen or not. On a lighter note, we got this new animated short all around Bidoof. This honestly has become my favorite animation that Pokemon has done. It is so good. So the whole thing starts off with Bidoof being a part of this whole Bidoof community, but turns out to be a little bit of a nuisance and gets kicked out of the clan. And then it all quickly kind of turns into a Hitchcock film, with all of these Starly attacking and then a Staraptor. Right in the moment that Bidoof needs a friend the most, this blast comes through from a Lucario and its trainer, and the look on Staraptor's face is just pure gold. I love that so much. It ends up Bidoof wants to go with the trainer, and the trainer allows it. So the trainer then starts to teach her moves, and they get stronger over time, but the Bidoof really just wants a high five, just like he gives his Lucario. But eventually, throughout the story, we find ourselves at the big tournament, and it's all down to Bidoof to win this thing. Bidoof does her thing on the Golem, and really showing how strong Bidoof can be. But then, the Staraptor. But it's okay, because Bidoof has courage and just goes for it, wants to prove her stuff, and then even takes a page straight out of Goku's book and wins the day, and most importantly, gets that high five. After watching this, I legit really hope that they make some Bidoof life-size plushies that they've been making on Pokemon Center. I really kind of want one now. That would be so cool to carry and walk around with it. Shiny Hunters, your first chance at getting the Galarian legendary birds is coming. During the next online competition, if you register and participate in at least one battle during those weekends, they're yours. So, pretty simple. There's a little bit of work though with registering and then having to participate, but for a free shiny, not bad. So, in order to get Articuno, you're gonna need to register between February 3rd and February 17th. Then the battles will run between February 18th and 20th. Then for Zapdos, registration is going to start on February 24th and go to March 10th. Then, the battles you'll need to participate in are on March 11th, going until March 13th. Finally, for Moltres, registration starts on March 31st and goes until April 14th. Then battles will go from April 15th to April 17th. So, a lot of information. That's okay though. It's fairly easy to get registered and participate in the battles. And again, you don't need to win. You can lose all of them if you want. Just participate in one battle, and that makes you qualified to then download the gift of a shiny legendary bird once they do the distributions. If you're going for it, good luck. This past week, we also got a pretty good look at all of this gameplay footage from Pokemon Legends Arceus. The game comes out on the 28th, so that's coming up pretty soon. But it was really nice to jump into some more gameplay features and see how the Pokemon interact in the overworld, what you go do with the Pokemon with catching, and we got more insights on what it's like to interact with the ride Pokemon, which was really cool to see that you can just hot swap on the fly into a new ride Pokemon. So if you're riding Weird Deer, and then you come up to a cliff, you can just quickly switch over to Braviary and continue your journey. I don't know, the ability to not have to stop, go through a menu, all of that just really impedes the whole experience. So I love that quality of life feature to just keep going on your journey. We also got a little look at the quest system in the game. Seems like there will be quite a few fetch quests, which makes sense, and being able to show off Pokemon to different villagers. Back then we didn't have the Pokédex, so they got to show all of the Pokemon just face to face. But we also got a look at how battles will work with throwing your Pokeballs at wild Pokemon in order to initiate a battle. During this, we also got to learn about Alpha Pokemon, which I'm sure we're going to see all sorts of stuff about Alpha and Beta memes and all that stuff coming in the future. But looks like battles are still turn-based, which I thought was really interesting. For some reason, I was under the impression that they were real-time battles and you'd have to move pretty quickly, but it seems like you can just do turn-based stuff still, which honestly, I'm not against. Then over on Pokemon Unite, we got some new outfits, of course. So Lucario coming at us with this concert-style jacket. Well, we also got Snorlax sporting a slightly more flamboyant version of the concert style, which leads me into like the biggest news for Pokemon Unite. Unite is actually officially going to be a part of the World Championships. Super exciting to see this, and I'm very interested to see what the streams look like for this game, if it's going to be held like in a whole different room or like, I don't know. I'm excited for this to see like what the teams look like, how people play. I'm normally really big on the VGC, but Pokemon Unite is probably going to pull my attention away this year, I think. But now, putting our attention on the cards, check out these Ultra Pro accessories that are coming. They have new card storage boxes in this like lighter theme with all of the elements and the starters in their first evolutions. The storage box holds 700 or more sleeved cards, which is just gigantic. But plus, we've got this rubber mat that is 24 inches by 13.5 inches, following that same theme. And we've also got card sleeves, which will come in a bundle of 65. And can't forget about our deck box as well. This theme is just fantastic, I think. There's no official release date quite yet, but some distributors are saying that September is going to be when these start hitting shelves. Coming a little bit sooner, on March 25th, we got eyes on this new collector's bundle. It features Arceus and the Hisuian starters. Kind of a weird collection, honestly. But the whole thing comes with 3 holographic promos of the starters, a coin, sticker sheets, and a notebook. There are 7 packs in there as well, but it's just kind of like a weird mix because this is a Brilliant Stars era product, but there's more battle styles in there than anything else, so just kind of weird, but it's cool looking at the same time. At time of filming, I haven't been able to find it online, but you can go to GameStop and order it in person if you are trying to get those. Then over on the English Pokemon Center, we've got these new packs for the Genie crew, Tornadus, Landorus, and Thundurus. Comes with a pack of Fusion Strike and a pack of Vivid Voltage, plus a coin. They're only $10 though, so still in stock on the site, so if you want to go pick them up, they're there for you. Which leads me into those collectibles. We've got a new pin on the site. This one is titled Ice-Q Icy Plunge, which is a spinning pin. Kind of a cool gimmick where you can kind of like spin this thing around and gives you different parts of like this whole scene. Runs $13, so not terrible, but pin collectors, there you go. Then surprisingly still in stock, we've got this newest addition to the Pokemon Celebrations Parade. This one titled Uplifting Friendships. It's got balloons, and it's lifting up Piplup, but his friend Bulbasaur is keeping him safe. See how the name kind of like fits what's going on. Super cute figure though. Honestly, love the look on Bulbasaur's face, how happy Cyndaquil looks, and just love the idea that Piplup, as a penguin, gets to experience flight. Just overall like a really nice figure. I think the big update though last week was all of this activewear that Pokemon released. We had everything from like jackets to shirts to tank tops, pants, tights. If you can work out in it, Pokemon brought it to us. Good looking line though. I should probably pick up some of this stuff eventually, just because I'm always curious about the quality. I don't know how well it is going to be for like working out. I'm assuming pretty good, but I don't know. I've just never bought it. I'm always interested, but I just end up buying toys and cards. Then this past week, just when you thought you were recovering from your Pokemon addiction and you thought, man, my savings account actually has some money in it, Bear Walker comes busting through the door, gives us this announcement of a new Eeveelution collection. Immediate feelings of joy, fear, anger overwhelm you because now you're forced to pick your favorite child and pay $250 for it. Shout out to CJ's gaming channel for making sure that I was aware of this announcement as well. Be sure to check her out and all of her cool collection videos. But these Eeveelutions seriously look amazing, but it's just terrible that like the Eeveelutions are all like these favorites, and based on like your budget and availability, like you might miss out on your favorite one. You can't get them all. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Love this line though. Turned out really good overall, I think. The two that in my opinion turned out the best are Umbreon and Jolteon. I think those two designs were just above the rest of them, but personally I do have my eyes on the Sylveon just because it is one of my top 2 favorites of the Eeveelutions, followed by Espeon. This whole line is going to drop Wednesday the 19th, so be ready. Usually these drops happen sometime around like 9 Pacific, which is 11 Eastern, but could happen a little bit earlier, could happen a little bit later. I've seen everything under the sun with Pokemon Center, but that's just their typical time that they refresh their newest releases. May the odds ever be in your favor, and down in the comments, let me know if you're going to try to pick one of these up and which one. Then also in the Americas, Jazzwares put out this Rillaboom figure. I've been talking about these figures for quite some time, the last I think 2-3 weeks. They should be out on shelves according to Jazzwares, but I know a lot of people have been struggling to find them. supply chain is still messed up with everything going on in the world, so hopefully we can find them sooner than later. But what we can find, over on GameStop, Jazzwares is reissuing some of their old plushies for the launch of Legends Arceus. So we have Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Oshawott coming back. So far on GameStop I can find the Rowlet plushie, so I will link that down below if you want to go check that out. And cuteness warning, that Rowlet's pretty good. Then, over in Japan, we've got finally some new collections of Re-ment figures. Feels like it's been forever since I've talked about Re-ment figures, and I just love these things. So, we have Wave 10 and Wave 11 of the Terrarium collection. Wave 10 is more of a celebration of the whole series, with some classic Pokemon, and honestly some of my favorite first-gen Pokemon in there. Amazing choices. Then, for Wave 11, we have also another great collection of Pokemon here. Pikachu, of course, has to be a part of it in some fashion, but I know the rest of these Pokemon also have some like cult followings, and I've also opened up Re-ment figures in the past, so I'll make sure to post some videos over here for you guys if you want to go check out what those are like. Otherwise, that is your news recap. Let me know your favorite stories down in the comments. Let me know what Eevee skateboards you guys are trying to pick up. Excited to see what happens this week, but in the meantime, take care of each other out there, and I'll see you very soon on the next one.